Hey, Mike Mueller from areweconnected.com, and recently I wrote a blog post about WordPress 5.0 coming out, and it did get launched and pushed out to millions, and it included something called Gutenberg, and that was the editor, the way that you're going to create posts and pages and things like that. And it's causing a little bit of an issue with, well, okay, so some sites totally broken. Your site probably is not broken, but it's causing an issue in that it looks totally different. But given that, have you read this book? This is an absolutely wonderful book about dealing with change. And change gets thrown at you all the time, and things are never going to be the same. Well, you know what? This book is absolutely worth every single penny. Get the audio, get the hardcover, get the Kindle, borrow it from the library. Doesn't matter. I bet you your friends, your neighbors, family, they probably have a copy too. Get the book, read the book. It's not all that long. It's absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. But I digress. When you log into your dashboard, if I built your site, you're going to have this little section called Need Help. And I'm rebuilding it because all of these how-to videos were built in the old version of WordPress, and it has changed drastically. And so I'm busy redoing each one of these videos, and I will get them up and launched. In the meantime, what I want to do, well, here, let's show you. So we're going to go create a post, pages, whatever it is. They're going to be kind of the same thing. So when this loads, it's going to look totally different from what we're used to. So WordPress 5.0 includes Gutenberg. Gutenberg is all about blocks. Blocks are sections. Just think of them as sections. So what I'm going to do is, let's give this a test. So understanding Gutenberg, that's the title of my post, yada, yada, yada. Here, actually, let's give it a little bit of text. So what I'm going to do is just put in some, garbage text. Fake text, essentially. And that's a block of text. Actually, it's what's called a paragraph block of text. So what happens is, here, let me actually get you to the default. I want top toolbar. I'll get back to this. And so I'm going to leave it like that. So this is probably how you're seeing it. And I'm going to show you exactly what I did in just a sec. And like I said, this is not an in-depth how-to on Gutenberg. It's just, hey, poke around, it's going to be okay kind of video. So over here on the top left, you're going to have a add block. And what it's going to do is it's going to start with the most used. So paragraph, obviously, that's words, that kind of stuff. That's an important thing. So that's always going to be most used. Inserting an image, a short code. These are all little, think of them as sections. So I have a plugin that actually creates a block. That's NextGen Gallery. You probably don't have that plugin. That's okay. But there are other ones in here. There's formatting, like I want to insert code or I want to do a pull quote. Hey, how do you do a pull quote? Well, you insert that block and it would do that for you. So play around, look at these things. There's some absolutely wonderful things that you're going to be able to do with those blocks. And just, that's all I can say is play around with blocks. And new blocks are going to be added as we go along. Moving around, we'll just kind of move to the left. So I can undo, I can redo. I have information, so this will tell you exactly how many words, how many paragraphs, how many blocks, that kind of thing. And then I've got different navigation. I can navigate down to my other blocks. So it will, this little thing will take me directly to, like if I had block, image block, video block, I can go right to the video kind of thing. Gutenberg is also really good at, here, let's actually add an image. I want to throw an image in here. Let's go to our media library. Hi, puppy. I like this puppy. We're going to put the puppy image in there. Ooh, that was really quick. Well, this is really easy now to, and of course I might write a caption. Hi, puppy. So it's really easy to add things. I can add a link to the caption. I can do a bunch of different things. But now if I go over here, you see, oh, I can go straight down to that image, right? So you can kind of play around with all these different blocks as you like. Just remember that, hey, how did I get here? How do I get here? How do I get there? Kind of thing. That said, when you're in a text block, you'll notice that this menu bar is text based. And don't forget these 3 little dots. That means you got more options. So you can edit as HTML. You can add reusable blocks, something for another video down the road. You can highlight, hey, you know what? I want that one to be bold. So I can click on bold and I can make it a link. I can do all sorts of different things. I can take this and I just separated that block from this block. So now I can put an image in that block. I can, in the space between and things like that. Over here on the right hand side, you'll notice that I'm in unblock, not in document, but I'm on block. And so this section, or actually let me pick on this section. Now I can change the font size. I can do a drop cap. Oh, I can, I just get excited for these things. I can take this and I can say, you know what? I want the background to be orange. Oh, that's really cool. And more than that, I want the text to be white. Oh, well, that's really cool. And so you kind of can play with, and this is where blocks are going to allow you to be very creative. And so you can play with all of these things. You also know I've got document over here. So document is kind of more that traditional, what would you call it? The sidebar, the right sidebar as you're creating stuff. So it's not block and it's document that you're editing. And so over here, this is where I can change the author. I can change the permalink. Categories are going to be over here. All those things that you used to have are going to be over here. Remember to always set a featured image. You should probably have a featured image that is a specific size as far as that goes. And I'm just picking my little puppy. Excerpt, discussion, that kind of stuff. So make sure you play around with all of those. But that's document. And see, when I'm in a block, it goes over. And when I'm in an image block, this changes as well. So lots of things to kind of play around with. I want to go back to my settings. So typically what I do is I've got toolbar, top toolbar, and I've got spotlight mode. That's naturally for you. Here's what I like is I like taking out the top toolbar, which didn't mean it went away. It means it's right in that block. So I can play with these kind of things. I still need to go up to this one. So I can play with these kind of things, and the whatchamacallit comes in here. And so if I pick on this little puppy, all of my image and all that kind of stuff is right there, which is, I think, just the coolest thing ever. So play with that kind of stuff. You can go to full screen mode, which I kind of like, because I can even get rid of this and go really full screen mode, and then all of my blocks are sitting right here. So play with blocks, relax. We're going to get in depth on how to do this, how to do that, but at least for right now, go play with Gutenberg and just kind of make it a game. Make it a little bit easier on yourself, and save this thing as a draft. When it's saved as a draft, then you can turn around and you can go view it, preview it. You don't have to publish it. And watch out for my other stuff, which, by the way, other stuff that's going to be Gutenberg. I created a tag. Oops, I should probably go up to the top and click on my Gutenberg tab. So everything that I do is going to be categorized as, everything that's Gutenberg is going to be categorized as that, and you'll be able to actually click and just go straight to that. And yeah, I like memes. Okay, so relax about Gutenberg. It's going to be okay.